what was it like shooting in Sri Lanka?
Well, what's interesting about Sri Lanka is so often we've seen it as a stand-in for other countries.
Yeah, that's very
It's been a stand-in for
where
India,
it is on the map too. Like I said, at the bottom. I think it's literally beneath, India.
Right, to someone that's not familiar with it as a country, they might just think it's an island extension of India, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though like culturally it does feel like so completely different from India. Sri Lanka, it was great. I'd love to give a little backstory on how Sri Lanka even came to be, because for the longest time, it was going to take place in India. And that's because that's where the experience had happened. That's where I went, and I'm a Sri Lankan person, and I was feeling like a fish out of water in India, where everyone's looking at me thinking I speak Hindi, and I don't at all. And my white girlfriend did. But then we'd go, and then she'd be treated like the foreigner, and I'd be getting like the local cost of going to like the Taj Mahal, for example.
Wow.
I was like, whoa, this is like kind of like a weird experience. And then I was in Sri Lanka with my mom. She was like really sick at the time, and so this was like 2022, and we were in a car with the driver going somewhere, and I was just telling the driver about my movie idea. And then I was like, oh, and we're going to shoot it in India. And my mom was like, why are you going to shoot it in India? And I was like, oh, well, like, it took place over there. She's like, yeah, who cares? This is your country and this is your home. And like, you should be putting it on the screen. And I was like,
Mom's a producer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I don't know. You get, I think when you're basing something on your life, you get so tied to the verisimilitude or the reality of what had happened. But until I switched it to Sri Lanka and I explored it, I was like, well, what would happen if I switched it? And then it opened everything.
I was going to say, did it kind of like allow you to kind of explore more fun kind of ideas?
I didn't have to feel like I needed to stay true to like the trajectory of what it originally happened. Yeah. But shooting in Sri Lanka was awesome. We had a production crew, production company out there. We did a location scout. Anastasia, who plays Suzanne, and I did a location scout in February, and we shot a short film while we were doing that too.
I noticed that on Letterboxd. Yeah.
Which short film was it?
That one is being edited right now.
Very cool.
So I don't have a title for it yet, but it's kind of the Suzanne chapter. So
I
there's
love
like
that.
3 short films prior to the feature. So it's almost like a Before Sunrise-y sort of series in a certain way. But you don't need to have seen anything. Like I designed them all to be standalone pieces.
Great. Yes.
Like that. I like independent of each other.
No, yeah, exactly.
Don't want to
Not
get
like
too
cinematic universe.
don't want to get too MCU with it.
Right, exactly.
It's funny.